Time, a jar filled with memories, emotions, and experiences. An intangible component, but without it, we lose a grip on tangibility. We exist within its framework, but have very little understanding of it. Though it is of great use psychologically in allowing our minds to organize sequence of events and allows for the inspiration of forward planning, it remains a constant variable, never changing and out of our control. For there is only day and night divided into seconds, minutes, and hours. Most of us live in the replay of moments we will never get back, or thinking that the future holds the happiness we so eagerly desire, but fail to realize that the only living moment is in the present. Time is an infinite cycle. The past ceases to exist, tomorrow never comes, and more often than not, we fail to realize that the now is all we have. Some variables to keep in mind throughout this video. For the sake of limiting the use of the word which is being defined, let's convert space-time to vibrational velocity as an inseparable movement occupying space. Change as a variable that seems to never stay the same. And memory as without a record-keeping of memory, there is no essence of self, for without memory, I, from birth to now, aren't the same I, and without I, time is not. Now, let's zoom into the idea of space-time and the law of relativity emerged from Albert Einstein, but repurpose space-time as the interconnectedness of vibrational velocity. Space as a vibrational wave and velocity defined as the speed that wave exhibits. Have you ever heard the phrase, "You are a vibrational being"? The human lifeline can be viewed as being made up of a multitude of infinite vibrational wavebands, and each of us occupies a different band. We all are within different vibrational waves, and our waves move at a different speed relative to someone else's wave. That is to say, that our waveband, in comparison to someone else's, may appear to be moving at a faster or slower rate. Thus, perception becomes an integral piece of time, as it determines how one's timeline or vibrational wave is viewed in the eye of someone else. And so, given just enough space between wavebands, one waveband can view another's structural framework. In other words, one can view someone else's past, present, or future given enough distance, because distance allows us to see a fuller picture. So then, your timeline or vibrational wave is only different when compared to someone else's. But to you, regardless of your speed, fast or slow, are always moving at a constant rate. Alan Watts once said, "Time, like space, curves back on itself. The more it changes, the more it's the same thing." Therefore, change is in some sense an illusion. So, change, aggregated to any other element, in this case time, deduces that element to an illusion as well. Now we can see how time, in captivity of memory, may not seem to be an illusion, but when deduced to its smaller parts, we can witness the same repeating cycle, curving back on itself. The past as having already happened, the present as the only space we occupy, and the future as the thing we dream of but never hold. Apply this new idea to your way of living and realize that the only point to having memory is to enhance and embrace your present space entirely, to realize that the cycle will always be the same and repeating. Do not focus on the end goal like so many preach, for that moment is only in the future, never to come. And even once you reach it, it will cease to exist. Rather focus on the journey, for that is the moment you will always occupy. Release the idea that time is anything but a memory. For when you do this, you can realize that memories are only the pieces you pick up along the way to enhance your view of the experience you came here to have. And what may seem to be good or bad is all but one, all beautiful and connected to create a melody emerge from the essence of love. And like your favorite song, love and enjoy every moment of it, for music is the great melody of time.